All right, so this is data that comes from a department unnamed, and it's their APFT scores, runtime, and whatnot. And so I'm just going to show you how to do what we call descriptive statistics, looking at things like averages, standard deviation, and so forth. So the first thing we notice is here that we have one person who was on profile, and so they don't have any data. I am going to delete that data. That's not always what you should do. We talked about this in class, but for the purposes of um, just doing the purpose of just doing descriptive statistics, I'm going to just delete that for now. Now, I can go in here and say, look, I want to actually have some information that is all interesting. So the interesting stuff is their scores, like the push-ups, the sit-ups, and the runtime in seconds. So let's take these three columns, and the first step is to take, let's say, I always take the person's ID so that I can see who they are, and then go back and copy and paste. So what you'll do is let's copy and paste the push-ups. These are the raw number of push-ups they did, and then right click and click copy, and then go to the second sheet and then right click and put paste. Or you can actually go up to the top home and go paste too as well. I always recommend pasting values so that no formulas accidentally get slipped up and pasted. Go to, let's say, sit-ups now. Sit-ups raw is right here. Do the same thing. Right click, copy, then go to the second sheet and then paste. And we don't want to paste over this, so we want to paste into C. So home, paste. Again, copy. Let's do seconds and the runtime, and then put that here. So here's the interesting stuff. And we can do a couple more things too, like maybe age. You on your homework, though, you have very specific things. But let's do age, and then plop that here. And then let's do, I'm not going to do sex, but we're gonna leave that one alone. So then you go to this second sheet. This is just to do how to do descriptive statistics. Whatever your columns are that you have, you're going to go to Home, Data tab, where you used to have Solver. Click Data Analysis, not Solver. And there's a thing called Descriptive Statistics. And so you are going to hit OK for that. So this is the input range. And I'm going to say labels are in the first row. And I'm going to highlight, I have to click that thing and highlight that whole area. That's what I want descriptive statistics for. So I'm going to hit OK for that and let go. So that has now highlighted the rectangle with the headers on them into one little cell. And now I want the output in a new worksheet. So I just go ahead and hit OK. Oh, I forgot to click a statistical option. I want summary statistics. So I click that. Hit OK. And so in a new thing, they give me all kinds of stuff here. So let me pull this, make these. By the way, you can make all of these fit by going to Home and Format, Auto Fit, Column Width. No. Okay, there. So now I can see everything. And what I see here is the average of the push-ups, the median of the push-ups. I can see the standard deviation of the push-ups. We're going to talk about this in class, what these things are. And I can see the range, the minimum, the maximum. All this stuff is here all at once. There's some stuff in here that's beyond the scope of this class. You're going to learn about it in 206, but it gives you a summary of who's here. On average, people were able to do a mean of 70. The standard deviation tells me that that range is pretty wide. And we see that with the minimum maximum. Somebody did 33 sit-ups and somebody did 103. Over here on the sit-ups, so that was push-ups. On the sit-ups, we do see that somebody did 0 sit-ups. So the range, you see that standard deviation is pretty high. And that means there's a wide range of what we can expect to see around the mean. So even though the mean looks decent, it's not that great. And over here we see some other information. So let's look at the age. The standard deviation of age is not as high as some of the standard deviations in performance. So that tells me something, actually. It tells me that the age is probably pretty similar. And then we also see here the runtime had a huge amount of seconds. That was a standard deviation. And the mean runtime is, let me turn that into minutes. So we can see 913 divided by 60 and see what that looks like. And we get an average of 15-minute run. That's not good. All right. Hope this helps.